We didn't know what the challenges really were going to be, and often we were just groping in the dark. We were trying to do our best, but when you just see darkness out there, it's very hard to find your way. When we first heard the diagnosis of autism, it was almost like a knife going into our heart. I'd heard the word, I'd seen a little bit about what it was, but I didn't really have a clue except to know that it's something I didn't want to have anything to do with it. When I found it was my son, it was a rude awakening.
Madison has always been a basically happy child. There were some sad moments, though, because occasionally I would go into his room and find him sobbing, and he would allow me to put my arm around him, and it was almost like he was saying, I want to do the things that the other kids are doing, but I can't, and I know that I can't. He did have wonderful teachers, and he had some wonderful classmates. His brother and sister were probably his strongest influences and gave him the greatest happiness in his life.
When Madison turns 21, we're going to have not only the question of what to do with his education, because the public school's responsibility will stop, but even more importantly, what are we going to do for housing, for vocation, for socialization for the rest of his life? He's going to be an adult for about 3 times longer than he was a child.
These questions, as well as many others, are what led Dr. Gregory and Dylan Prince to establish the Madison House Foundation.
Madison has brought us into the arena of autism. We've wanted to be of assistance somehow within this community for a long time. After doing some market research and talking with those on a national, statewide, and local basis, we see that there is a huge local and national need to address the issues of those that are aging with autism.
The focus of the Madison House Foundation is basically the focus of our efforts with Madison, who is now 19, and that is we are wrestling with all of the dilemmas of how do you care for a child with autism who is becoming an adult with autism. So the focus of the Madison House Foundation is to help adults with autism, to help their parents, their siblings, their extended family, and all others with whom they interact, to give them the best possible lifestyle for the rest of their lives.
In America, we are facing a crisis. It is estimated by the CDC that 1 out of every 150 births results in someone with autism. We all will have someone in our lives who will have autism. We need to address issues for these individuals, not only for them, but for us as a society. Madison House wants to help start the conversation to see how we can solve the questions and the problems that are going to be facing those aging with autism. Please join with us.